Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and gamers, to another episode from Intrinsic. Hope you guys are doing well. So this is a whole post-recording audio section here that we're starting off with, and in the background you'll see me be working on the world map as a whole. And we have a massive seed this season. Where we're working actually is last season with these exact size ratioed maps. It was a 4x4. This ends up being I think it's 30 maps, and I don't even know if we finished. So it is a lot. And don't worry, it's not going to be just this episode. We're also going to do some building stuff. We're going to do some decoration, some redstone. It's going to be a good one. But I wanted to talk about the base plans. So right here, you're able to see that we have this area, and this yellow outline kind of represents where we're at. And those two red dots represent both the villager trading center and our starter house in this area, where we're kind of set up, the stilts we made in the last episode. So those are the two areas we have right now, and we're breaking up the area into here, 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 here. Yeah. So I hope you guys can get a good idea of these are where we're gonna have different styles, basically. It's all gonna be medieval, it's gonna be high fantasy, floating islands, things like that, but we might change up the palette along these lines. We might mix up what kind of style, oh yeah, it's medieval and it has the tall peak roofs and things like that, but we modify how we did the roofs a little bit. Or maybe it's smaller houses in this area, massive grand scale houses in this one. Could be a lot of different things that are going on in each of these, and I kind of think breaking up like this is going to make it a lot more manageable. We can focus in one area, move on to the next. And we also have right here all these black dots, and you'll see one of the red dots we have, it has a black outline around it. Those are where those massive pillars that I want to put in are going to go. Originally I was thinking of putting them in a square. I've decided against that. I would think each area should have at least one, and that lower left one is going to have more. And I'll talk about these a little more in another break coming up here in this episode. But this is kind of the idea I'm having, is have these spires going up, maybe to build them, maybe to not. Decorate them. They're not just gonna be black, polished blackstone. That's just a weird flex. That's not necessary. I think what we're going to do is have it be all these different concepts and areas and themes and things of that nature, and I'm really excited because this whole season I'm centering it around the idea of you need an elytra, but if you don't, we have tons of flying machines and all of this just cool, interesting stuff going on. That's kind of the goal, that's the game plan, that's what I'm hoping to be able to do. And I'm really excited about it, and I hope you guys are as well, because it's not something that just... I haven't seen someone make a base that you're required to have an elytra in survival before, and I'm hoping that we're able to do that, and I'm really looking forward to it. But let's hop into the video proper, enjoy that a little bit, and then you'll be back to post episode somebody then as well. Okay? Okay. Welcome to the video proper, no longer the voiceover. These vines have been here too long. I know it's just been an episode, but I want the flying machine. These are useful, this works, but I like redstone, I like fancy, I like cool. None of this is any of that. So let's get this going. I'm using a note block to detect this, and I want to show you guys how to make a vertical flying machine, because most people know the side-to-side flying machines, they're fairly, if you don't know, I'm gonna put it on the ground to make sure it doesn't fly away from me. But all it is for a horizontal flying machine, that right there, that will fly forever and it'll just go. But if you put that up and down, it doesn't actually work. So I'm going to show you guys how that actually works. So from whatever we're detecting, we're going to put an observer facing down toward it, sticky, a slime block, sticky piston to the side, 2 slime blocks going up, and it matches here really nice and flush. Then it's going to be sticky piston facing downward, and then observer. So basically the observer, instead of it being over here, it goes over here and there's another slime block, and this makes it work so all happy, go lucky, and perfectly. At least it better. Let's give it its maiden voyage though. So to do that, we're going to take... Observers are going to go like that, so I always have to think about this before I try placing it, or else it don't go good. It don't go good. So just like so. Let's put that down, fill this up a tiny bit. Yep. Every once in a while, I just don't, it takes one mistake for this to just all go super south. So if I put it like this, and I think, did I bring, oh, I did not bring, I'll bring a trap door for it, but, whee! Oh, crud, I forgot to Oh my goodness, I forgot to put in the stop. Well, hey, it works, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me try that again in a bit. All right, hopper, pressure plate above. Let's test this again now. Let's just, so we'll break this. Yeah. All right, and I think we will, let's just do that. And then, as much as I like the bounce factor, all right, there we go. We can make this work, I think. I think we can make this work. And if we pop that, ta-da. So it's nice and flush. Everything up here looks totally normal. We'll probably put in a couple of these just as a facade. And if you go down here, yeah, that's noticeable. But I also like it being noticeable. And we're gonna change this out for like a trapdoor, and this is gonna be decorated along with the 3 other areas immediately. I still don't know what I'm gonna do here. I'm recording these back to back. If you guys have an idea for, let's call this like plot alpha. If you guys have an idea for plot alpha, let me know, because I would greatly appreciate having an idea. Also, what if we change this out for something else that was more decorative in the area? I'm starting to have ideas, and that kind of scares me. If we could think of something that worked well with this area and worked well up there, that would be astounding. But yeah, I like redstone. I really like redstone. I do like redstone, and that's what those little black pillars are all about. Spoiler, as you know, one of them is the Village Trading Center, there's a slime farm, there's an iron farm, like, it's built up, it's decked out, but I want to do that in each of them, and like, you know, some of them might be for different purposes. I plan on one of them being a massive storage system, so, you know, not a farm, but a storage system. But I also, like, have an idea of maybe put a Wither Rose farm in one. I want to get a proper iron farm. Like this one, you know, it works for us, it's all right, but like a proper iron farm, you know? I want to be able to have, like, carrots and things like that, so we're able to get those farmers unlocked. I want to have a lot of vegetation farms. I want to do a bunch of different things in all of these and do a lot of cool things. Thing is, guys, I'd like your recommendations and suggestions, because I don't want to just be like, oh, these are the redstone farms I like to make. I want you guys to challenge me with ideas. And don't just be like, I mean, you totally could just say, oh, what if you made a dedicated creeper farm? Because, I mean, that'd be awesome. But like, maybe they're killed a certain way, or we do a new concept, or you challenge me to design something new. Maybe it's not more efficient than the standard models, but it's a little bit more fun and a little more wacky, which I absolutely love to do. So if you guys have any ideas, any concepts, anything like that, please let me know, because I would love to challenge myself and do these cool things, especially since these pillars are all going to be the same size. And that alone is going to add so much more intrigue and, well, impossibility to this, because it's really difficult, you know? And I'm excited for that, and I really want to do it. So if you guys have any ideas, concepts, whatever it might be, please let me know, because I want to get to it. But yeah, I'm really excited for these pillars, because it's going to mark where our massive redstone is, and the other things are going to be more functional. Plus, I mean, who doesn't like a flying machine? Or 2, or 200. There's going to be a lot of flying machines, is what I'm trying to say, okay? Okay. Alright, I think I want to do some landscaping. This is what we have, this is what we're working with. I think, this is just like a little starter kit. Like, this is going to grow and expand as we go. But I think the first thing, obviously this is one of the things, like, we're going to be going toward this. But I also want to be able to have a walk through this and back out. And seriously, guys, any ideas for plot alpha? This little 7x7 area, 5x5 on the interior, greatly appreciated. But what I do know is I want to have a good path. I might do that off camera. Oh, hey, Uriel's here. Hold on, very, very important that I do this. Course isn't online, kind of required to do it myself. I'm gonna put the path in off camera. Last season was really centered on making paths, but I know that I need to be able to put in some features and things of that nature to be able to make this more interesting. And the big thing I think that's gonna help this is the campfire. So I'm gonna get going a little bit with this. Campfire has gotta go over here. The question is, where does that, I don't want it to be like, oh, look, it's perfectly like on the angle. So I think maybe something like that. Yeah. We're able to make this work. Let's get us some stairs. we're able to do something maybe like, let's say you gotta really warm your tootsies, maybe you go over there. If not, we could put something here with leaves on top of going with. I think that looks good. I think that looks good. Yeah, at this point then, it's going to be try to make this area look a little more unique. Oh, and I got the idea of this. Give me 1 second. I have an idea for this area. This. It's literally a pixel, but I think it makes a really big difference. I cannot tell. I hear... Now I'm worried. Is it upstairs? I'm sorry, I just keep hearing these zombies and I'm really confused right now. Do you like that I put a well in to be able to hide it? I think it looked good. Oh, it's up top. Let me guess. Yup. Well, I'll have to light that up later. But, write it back down. I love this thing so much. But yeah, so this is looking good. I think another important thing, just add in a little bit of leaves. Something like that. Part of me is debating about vines. Oh! Hold on, I got an idea. Alright, here's the idea I had. And I know this is like, probably really, really simple. But I like the idea of that. I'm easy to please. I am very, very easy to please. That can float, right? Okay, good. I think it'd be wise to put basalt on that. Basalt just looks really good underneath a campfire, in my opinion. And I know we're not quite at the point where we are decorating everything yet, but I mean, yeah, you gotta have basalt underneath. You gotta have basalt underneath. Okay. I think this is a good start. I'm thinking of maybe putting in a couple like spots for lanterns or things of that nature, maybe off of the... Oh, I keep having ideas that I don't have the stuff for. I do like that. I kind of think another thing that needs to holy, it's becoming a bit of a party. I think another thing that needs to happen, let's just clear this out by a little bit. Let's get the things that are good for a path, and let's just get a path going. I think that that's just the next step. Because if we establish a path, we're going to be much, much better off. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to break up a bunch of these, and like, I figured I should say, this is all I do is like click, 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 click. That's all it is. That is really all it is. So I'm going to do that, see how it looks, might change it out, might change the, because right now it's equal chance for everything. You know, sometimes you need more gravel than you need, basalt. We'll find out. Let's see. I am liking how this is starting to come out. I add a lot of lilacs, some grass, just put down some bone meal randomly. I think that this is starting to come together a little bit. This kind of works going up to here. I feel like we're going to need something maybe on the corner. Actually, a slab could work pretty well right there. But right now, I want to work on being able to do a little bit more lighting. And I think one of the ways to do that is this. And let's have it be varying heights because, you know, that's cool. All right, there's that. I want to put in a couple like this, just to be able to add a little bit of variation. Let me see. Oh, I need another one on this side, I think. Yeah, this is looking all right. This is coming together. Probably need one on this as well. Just go walk through you. I think actually, let's put one up there. It also changes this wall to be a little bit more engaging. I think that looks pretty good. This direction. I feel like this is coming together. I feel like this is coming together really, really well. Uriel, all three admins are here. Don't do anything you shouldn't. But yeah, I think this is looking good. Now, I want to grab... Do I have you? I don't have you in my inventory. Come here. I think... Let's do that. You know, a little bit less of a change. I think that this is probably going to have to... Just for it not to look as strange. What happens when... How does this look at the top? I feel like... Yeah. Well, that's easy. Let's just... Ooh, and I still bounce on it. Do I still bounce on this? Doesn't look like it. Has been underpaying at ours. Oh, at first I thought that said somebody. I think this looks better. Yeah, I think this is exactly what it needs to be like. And if we do another one maybe like that, maybe we can do... I want to put in another barrel somewhere. I feel like actually over here would be very, very good for a potential barrel situation. Yeah, let's just break these. And we... Oh, I accidentally burned myself, and I scared myself greatly with that. Yeah, just something like this. And let's do that. Yeah, another little barrel. I think that might look good. Ooh, a cauldron might actually look really good in this area as well. At night, this looks really sweet as well. Like, here, let's get a little bit of distance. That looks good, right? There's a lot of color. That side is a little sparse on color, actually. Something else, I just remembered this. Carrots. Fully grown carrots and beetroots add more than I know how to really communicate in the English language, which says a lot. It doesn't, I don't know the English language. But I'm pretty sure if something is planted, it will never break. I think that's how it works. And that's actually, those are both close enough to water sources because that's a water source. I think by putting it on the path, it looks really, really good. But then also, like, why don't just... Ooh, this is a way to be able to add some intrigue over here without worrying about the slime blocks grabbing anything. I think that might be good. We can even do another one right here. Wow, I really almost died. Hello? Oh, the spoon. Oh my, what the? You get out of here. I said get out. I think we need to travel on up. That's how I do this, by the way, when it's not in the right position for it to be ease of access. There we go. There we go. This is the second time this has happened. Well, we'll take care of it, Uriel. We'll take care of it. We'll find out what's going on. So, if any of you guys have an idea for plot alpha, please let me know. But I'm loving this. I am loving this. I feel like we need another thing that gives, like, life and particles and fun stuff. If you guys have any idea, I'd really appreciate it because I really want to do something that's kind of cool and another thing. What if we made like a second campfire right here? Does it look weird being able to see the slime? Yes. Does it make me happy? Also yes. Whoa. Well, this is very strange. I gotta figure out what's going on with this now. Oh, campfires are immovable, aren't they? Ooh. Well, we can't do a campfire, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed that thought experiment. I promise, final time you're gonna hear from post-edit somebody. So I just wanna say I'm really excited. I'm hoping that I am fully recovered from my stint with pneumonia. That both impacted the episode where we built the house on stilts and also this one where we did the terraforming and the flying machine. And I'm really excited to be going back at it, and I want to put out a couple building tutorials next week. I am thinking, well, maybe just one. I'm thinking of doing one soon on paths, though, like we did in this one, where it's like how to be able to texture and decorate a path and things of that nature. But I'm also thinking of, if you remember from season 2, which if you don't, go ahead and check that out, I did a lot of retaining walls in the Viking area, and I'm kind of thinking those turned out fairly well, I thought, but a lot of other people were really impressed by it, and I think I should give you guys that advice and info in a tutorial format instead of just mention it offhandedly here in one of these episodes. Because a Let's Play is fantastic for us getting to hang out, laugh, talk, but for that information, I think a tutorial might be a little bit better. So I want to do those two, and if you guys want to see one before the other, either the paths or the retaining walls, let me know. Put a comment down below. If you see a comment that already has it and you don't want to make another comment, just like that one, and I will put that tutorial out first. So thank you guys a lot. I really do appreciate any interaction I have. And I also want to say thank you guys that were wishing me to get well in the previous episode. I really do appreciate that. I saw the comments. It means a lot. And thank you guys for all that you do. Let's wrap up this episode. All right, guys, I hope you did enjoy that. So this isn't actually the entire map. Like, there could still be another row down here and another row up there. Like, this is actually Yeah, this is one off in every direction, I think. We have such a huge map this season, because remember, these are the same size maps as last season. Last season, it was 4x4. And this year is 6x5, and it's still not big enough. Like, this is insane. Like, there we are, okay? This is it. This is us. To give you perspective, like, to over there, that is the gap. And I just think that's kind of insane. I also, their spawn. That's it. Like, that's it. This is where the minigame district is gonna be, I think. Might be this area here. This is where Mist is and his bridge. I believe you can see, yep. There's the structure for what Horse is building. There's Arctic. Uriel is, I want to say, over here. Like, it's just kind of insane. Medical is to our south down here. Or, no, that's Medical. I apologize. Like, Expedio's like here, maybe even over here. Like, this is such a big map. It kind of blows my mind. And I'm so glad I was recording this for footage. I am so glad I was recording this for footage. I died. Like, my Elytra just ran out of durability and I fell to my death. And I am so glad I was recording. If I wasn't, I would have never found my stuff again. There is a 0% chance I would have found it. I feel like I should at least point to on the map where it was. Everything was right about, I want to get my bearing, there. That one green pixel, that was it. That was definitely the spot. Couldn't have been another. And like, man, I really thought that was, I thought I lost everything, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I keep backup Elytras. But this has inspired me, seeing this big map. Because, like, the only things that are really discernible, you can see Horse's structure of the mountain coming up, like with the shading on the green. You can see Mist's bridge. You can see my, like, trading center, which, like, that's all it is on this. Like, it's tiny in comparison. It blows my mind a little bit. But other than that, you can't really see what people have been working on, and it makes me want to build big. It makes me want to go crazy. It makes me want to do insane, and that's what I'm all about this season. Not everyone's doing the whole mega base thing and stuff like that, but I really, really want to. I also got to give a shout out. Like, you see this sugarcane, Horse helped me out. This thing has been pumping out stuff as we've been here, but we haven't been able to be in here. We're flying around making this map. So she helped me out and got it, so I was able to finish this up. And it's weird to say, but there's going to be another day where I'm going to have to do even more map, I think, just to get like Expedio, more of Arctic's area. I don't know if anyone's building that far south for the Mesa this season, but in case, I need to get that going as well. The map house this season is going to be insane. But I'm really excited. We're also going to have a map for our area, which, just to give an idea, this is ours, it stretches up, and then this is ours, including this mountain area. So we have a few things we can work with, and I'm pretty excited, but this just blows my mind. I'm really excited for these spires, though. I think I've been a slave to the idea of having 4 in a square, and that's where our area is. But now part of me is almost thinking, like, what if they mark the center of areas? I don't know. I think you guys probably would have seen a little bit more. I might have gone into that discussion a little bit during the off-camera talkie bits while that was going. I record those after, especially when I'm sick, because I'm hoping by the time I record that, I'm feeling better. But thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for putting up with me sounding a little bit sick. I don't know if it sounds like it to you guys, but to me, I feel like I don't even sound like myself. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys back here sometime soon with the next one. Goodbye. I love rockets.
What a wonderful world.